Good afternoon. Welcome to our garden. Now tomorrow morning after the sun comes up, we're going to get busy in the front garden, laying cardboard and covering it with mulch. It's going to be an all-day event. But let's take the opportunity right now to gather supplies and look at what we need to do to get ready. So come on. For 2 years in a row, the cardinals have laid their second hatching of eggs here. It's been really cute. The mulch is all ready to go. Ooh, I'm excited. The Baker Creek seeds arrived. Now I'm putting the supplies up here overnight because this is a really busy pedestrian street. And they're pretty good about not bothering things, but I don't want to risk things getting stolen. Let's see if that stays. Ooh, barely made it through. Now we're going to mulch this area here. But first, let's evaluate what we need to do today to prepare. Like, are there any strawberries that we're going to need to move? Because we're only leaving strawberries along the edge. So 2 guys just stopped to talk to me. So let's put our evaluation on hold, and I want to encourage you. So down the street is the Mission, where they serve some of the meals and have a daytime shelter. And up the street is the Community Action Agency, where they have other meals. So every day the homeless walk up and down this street. And the overnight shelter, it's back there a couple of streets over. Often they stop and they talk with me and they share their memories. You can see they've had a rough life, lots of drug addiction and alcohol and mental illness, various reasons that they're homeless. but most of them have a story. And they'll say, oh, Grandma had a garden, or Mama had a garden. And they're thinking of better times, and they enjoy discussing it with me. These two guys came by and said, yeah, Mom and Dad have a 50-acre farm. You know, I don't know the situation, why he's not with his parents. Obviously, it's not a good situation, but he was sharing his memories. So please, always find a way to be kind. And you never know how your actions are going to impact people in a positive way. Many of them call this their garden. It's sweet and it always touches me. Okay, back to figuring out what we need to do today. So I don't see any strawberries in the middle, just here along the edges. Ooh, look at this. So we're going to leave the strawberries on around the edges, and I can't believe we still have strawberries in November. These are ever-bearing strawberries that I bought this year. They were bare roots, and they've done fabulous. I need to look back where I bought them, and I'll add a link in the description. I've really been pleased with them. Now that fennel, I'm going to pull it out and plant it new every year because it would just get too big for this space. I plant it for the butterflies and the caterpillars, the swallowtails. This year we didn't have very many, but this is a host plant for the caterpillars. I already cut this down, but it's been growing back. Now, we had sunflowers here this summer. They were really tall, all different colors, but they died a long time ago, and I've already cut them down. And there were zinnias all in this area that I've already cut down a lot of. We got about 3 plants left. I'm going to chop and drop them tomorrow, and I'm going to leave them in place to break down. So I've already moved all the strawberries that were in the middle here in August. And all I have left is on the edge. All those other little things that have popped up and are growing, I'll just leave them because I'm going to cover them with cardboard that's going to block them from growing next year. Now, all along here are straw flowers, and I'm going to leave those for 2 reasons. 1, the bees are still loving them. And 2, because in front of the straw flowers, I have bulbs. And I don't want to cover those with cardboard. If I cover them with cardboard, they won't be able to grow in the spring. So the straw flowers are going to help me remember where to stop the cardboard. I have daffodils in the front. They're going to bloom first, and then we'll have tulips. That's going to be in the spring. You see all those busy bees? Now, I grew straw flowers last year because I wanted to dry them for winter and have them in the house. But unfortunately, I'm allergic to them, and I didn't expect that. So I can't have them in the house with me. So what I did is I dried them in the garage and put them in glass jars to be able to enjoy the color. So we're going to harvest some today. Now this is the best way when it's still closed. But don't collect ones that look like this or that are browning in the middle. They're just going to explode in your house or your garage. Now, if you want to save seeds for next year, then look for some that look like this or, let me see. Or this one. Can you see the seeds on there? But I already have enough. I've already saved my seeds for next year. So let's collect some more to dry. A lot of the white ones had already blown open, but I got a few. I'm going to leave these in the garage to dry. I decided to go ahead and harvest the fennel leaves. And I saw a little bit of mint. And I think I'm going to take these beautiful zinnias and display them in the house. But I'm going to use gloves because my hands smell like those straw flowers, and I don't want that smell in the house. That smells good. Trying to shake out these dry leaves. Those flowers look good, but all these other ones are just all shriveled up. Now, if you want to save zinnia seeds, it's easy. Well, let me find a dry one. Let me find a bigger one. That'd be better. Now, summer's the best time because the seeds are going to be fully developed. Many of these aren't fully developed, but it'll give you an idea. Now, the bottom row develop first. See the seed? This one's still green, but in the summer, find a dried up flower and the seed should be brown. Save it for next year, but you got to get them before the birds gobble them up. I don't mind, though, sharing with the finch. They love zinnia seeds. I've already saved my zinnia seeds for next year. Pretty good harvest. That's enough the last time to enjoy in the house. Now I mentioned chop and drop. What's that? It's simple. Old plants, like these zinnias, for example, you just chop and drop it and leave it there. Tomorrow, I'll just lay cardboard on top of it. And under the cardboard, it'll break down throughout the winter, spring, and summer. It'll become new soil. And how does that happen? It's because your soil is alive. There's so many living organisms in there. And they feed on that. They feed on the plant matter. And worms, my soil is full of worms. They love cardboard. My favorite way to compost? is chop and drop. If I could, I'd chop and drop all my plants, but I'm just not able to. My hands don't have that ability. I do manage arthritis, rheumatoid arthritis. So I can't do it in the whole garden, but I am going to do it with these remaining plants here in the front and feed my soil. The smaller you chop them, the faster they'll break down. I made a small little pile. Now let's harvest the mint, and then we're going to bring everything inside before it wilts. Found 2 strawberries hiding. I left the straw flowers way over there, so I don't smell them every time I come in here and it bother me. We're going to go take care of the flowers, mint, and fennel, and check the time to see if we can get back in the front and chop some more. Take care of all that after I shower. I don't have any more time to go back in the front. I need to shower because of my straw flower allergy. So I'll be ready when Dale gets off work soon and we can have dinner together. So tomorrow I'll go back out there. Thank you for visiting our garden. See you later. Bye-bye. Oops, I forgot something. Come on. Remember to close the door because the skunk will sleep inside. Now we're done. Come back next time and we're gonna sheet mulch the front. Thank you for visiting our garden. See you later. Bye-bye.